So you finally made up your mind. You know you want to be successful. That's awesome. You did it. You just made one of the biggest decisions of your life. Congratulations. But so does everyone else. Wanting to be successful is pretty much square one for everyone. But how do you become successful? That is the hard part and the focus of this video. What even is success?
All of you!
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Is it wealth? Is it people you don't know recognizing you on the street? Is it having your own clothing brand and hit YouTube channel? Most people know what success looks like for somebody else, but they have no idea what it looks like for themselves. We all see the lifestyles of the rich and famous and we think, man, they're so successful. But why?
I don't know.
It's easy to fantasize about bottomless bank accounts, luxurious vacations, and all-you-can-eat lobster and steak buffets. But is that success? Maybe. Success looks different for everyone. It sounds pretty obvious to say that you won't achieve any success with vague ideas about actually where you want to go. But for the sake of being thorough, I will tell you that you have to clearly, and I mean clearly, define what your own personal idea of success is if you want to have any chance at actually achieving it. If you don't know where you're going, then you'll have no idea if you're going the right direction. Sometimes we make the mistake of using other people's achievements as our own standard for success, which is wrong. Success is super individual, so focus on yourself. You have to define your exact criteria for success. But defining your criteria for success also means defining your criteria for failure. And this is some of the reason why people don't like to have clearly defined goals. We play mind games and we think, if I don't have any goals, then I can't fail. But in actuality, if we don't have any goals, then failure is all we can do. Be smart, be precise in what success means to you, and then pursue exactly the goals that you set. And when it comes to value, you have to know yourself and you have to know your worth. This is where my favorite quality of all time comes in: self-awareness. Knowing who you are and playing to your strengths is a simple but effective way of introducing your value proposition. And helping as many people as possible through that value proposition is worth more than just bonus points. Having an attitude where you're going to give as much value as possible to as many people as possible is a perfect recipe for the most gigantic, enormous, ridiculous success. Giving an obscene amount of value makes you jump straight to the top. It makes people talk about you and what you have to offer, and it makes people trust you. There is nothing worse than somebody who wants something for nothing and wants to leave you holding the bag. Nobody likes weasels. Value is a magnet for attention, money, excitement, and yes, success. You should give so much value that nobody can deny you, and then give even more value on top of that. There is such a tiny fraction of people who blow up while they're still young, yet young success is still the goal for so many people. Now, I'm not saying that you'll never make it big while you're still in your 20s or even in your 30s, but please remember that young success is the exception, not the rule. Patience doesn't necessarily mean that you'll have to wait a long time to start seeing results, but patience is more about resisting the temptation to take cheap shortcuts. Cheap shortcuts will taint your desired results. I guarantee you that no matter what your goal is, there is a path to that particular success. You may not find that path on the first try, or there may be instances where you have to build the path yourself, but there is a path. Break your big goals into smaller bite-sized pieces and then just work to consistently achieve those. There is no time limit for real, meaningful impact, so commit to the result no matter how long it takes. Mindset. Even though it may sound corny and cliche, you become what you think. I'm not talking about astrology or philosophy or anything like that. I'm talking about purely psychologically. If you don't confront your psychology, the way you think and the way you feel, especially subconsciously, it will control you and your output. You cannot win if you think you're a loser, and you cannot work hard if you're okay with making excuses. Your mindset, your psychology is your energy core, and you have to program it for positive feedback even in negative circumstances. You become what you think, so think about the good things you want to become and the good things you want to accomplish. You have to be willing to grow, and it all starts with what's going on up here. You will only get what you truly believe you deserve. Not what somebody else has, not what you like, and definitely not what you think you want. Now, things change over time, and sometimes we grow to have different ideas of what success actually is as we get older, but you should never change your idea of success just because something seems difficult to accomplish. You have to put your freaking heart and soul into it and then let the chips fall where they may, because all you can control is the effort that you give. Now, I may not know you and you may disagree with this, but I think that you deserve to live a great life. You only get one life, so why shouldn't you spend it chasing the things that you love and helping as many people as you can along the way? That's why it's important to define your own vision of success. You have to serve and give value to as many people as you possibly can, and then you have to keep your intentions and your efforts pure with patience. And also be willing to grow along the way. If you don't feel successful after that, then you need to go back to step one and figure out what the heck you want in the first place. Because if you don't at least try to do these things, you run the risk of doing something that you don't believe in. And not knowing how to do something is okay. Doing something you don't believe in is not, honestly.